It feels like only yesterday that we were gearing up for the launch of Update 1.3. But the devs over at Bohemia Interactive have not slowed down one bit. They've been busy cooking in the kitchen, ready for their next big update 1.5. So stick around and join me as we dive into everything we can expect from this major new update. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Arma Reforger is gearing up for another major update in the not so distant future. And just like the last big patch, Steam users will once again have the chance to test upcoming changes through Arma Reforger's experimental build. Now, before we dive into all the juicy stuff, I do just want to take a quick moment to give a huge shout out to all the current channel members. Your continued support means a lot to me and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. If you do want to become a member of the channel and unlock perks such as members only videos and exclusive chats in my Discord community, all the links will be down below in the description. Okay, so let's get on to the main content. As you've probably seen in the patch notes, there is a lot to cover. Some updates are a bit more technical and feature more quality of life improvements, and others are definitely more exciting. I'm not going to go over every single change, as I don't want this to be an hour-long video, but I do want to highlight some of the new features I'm personally most excited about. Kicking things off with the latest additions to the game. First off, we've got two new launchers, the RPG-22 and the RPG-75. Both are disposable and I guess the Russian and FIA equivalents to the lore. And as it appears that they may not pack as much of a punch as the RPG-7, trust me, if you're on the receiving end of one, you're going to get a one-way ticket straight to the Shadow Realm. We're also being treated to two new warheads for the RPG-7, the PG-7VL and the PG-7VR rockets. These will give players much better anti-armor capabilities, especially effective in the 200 to 300 meter range. Great news if you're someone that likes to play AT roles, or you just want more tactical variety when taking on vehicles. We've also got some snazzy new uniforms hitting the game, the classic TTSKO Russian camo, and for the US side, the iconic Tiger Stripe uniforms. Definitely a nice visual refresh for both factions. Anti-personnel mines are also being added for both sides, which you can also place down in GM mode, and then sit back and watch the chaos of unsuspecting enemies running straight into them. Unnecessary, but completely worth it. And let's not forget the new handheld flares, now available for both factions, in your favourite colours, red, green or white. So you can now signal to your squad and light the enemy up like a Christmas tree at night. Moving on to some other new features coming to the game, it is now finally possible to move around freely inside vehicles. This is a game changer, especially during troop transport runs, where we used to be nothing more than just sitting ducks. Now, at least you're able to move around and return fire, so you have somewhat of a fighting chance if things get heated on the road. A few other nice additions you might spot in the arsenal are the new options to carry sandbags and parts for heavy machine guns and mortars. That's right, you and your squad can now assemble cover and heavy weapons on the go wherever you like, as long as you're all carrying the right components and a shovel. This means you'll be able to bring some serious firepower with you when you're assaulting enemy positions, set it up, unleash hell, and then pack it all up at the end and move on to the next objective. I'm genuinely excited to see how this one plays out because I think it's going to shake up the dynamics on the battlefield in a big way. You can also now salvage wrecked vehicles using the repair truck, which is great news if you're anything like me and occasionally find yourself driving straight into a tree and turning your vehicle into a fireball. Now at least you can recover some of your lost dignity and get something useful out of the mess you've just made. Now if you enjoy playing the role of a bushwookie, then your luck might be about to run out, because apparently now when you move through foliage it will react to players and vehicles passing through, meaning moving through forests will become a whole lot riskier. Personally, I don't really notice a massive difference compared to what we already had, but according to the devs, this update will make it easier to spot players moving through the trees. So while it might only be a subtle change, it could have a big impact on how ambushes and stealthy flanks play out. This next one is going to make all you aspiring pilots very happy indeed. Update 1.5 will introduce support for joysticks and HOTA setups, meaning you'll finally be able to pull off some proper aerial maneuvers with full control. Now just a quick heads up, the devs have mentioned that pedals can be a bit unpredictable at the moment when used with HOTAS, but hopefully that'll be ironed out by the time the update goes live. And lastly, let's talk about some of the new playable content coming our way. 1.5 will feature a new single player scenario called Air Support, which in all honesty I'll probably avoid based on my previous flying skills. But the big one, conflict mode is about to get a serious overhaul. A brand new feature called Commander HQ mode is being introduced, allowing players to vote someone in as the commander. From there, the commander can issue orders to squads, such as supply runs, attacking or defending bases, recon missions, and even setting up forward operating bases. It's a bit tricky for me to showcase this right now, but from what I understand, the commander will have access to a range of strategic tools from the command tent to help guide their team. Really excited about this addition because, let's be honest, team coordination is something that Arma has been seriously lacking. Too often it's every player for themselves. I think giving experienced players the tools to lead and coordinate will only make the game more immersive, tactical and rewarding for everyone involved. So that just about wraps up the major updates coming in 1.5. I'm sure I've missed a few details, so if I have, feel free to drop them in the comments below and let me know what you're most excited about. There's also a ton of AI improvements, bug fixes and quality of life changes coming that I didn't have time to dive into. Really looking forward to seeing how update 1.5 shakes things up. Thanks for watching, as always keep it crispy and I'll see you on the battlefield.